Kate Middleton and Prince William brought their two eldest children to a royal Christmas concert on Thursday. The Prince and the Princess of Wales were joined by 9-year-old son Prince George and 7-year-old daughter Princess Charlotte for the royal carols together at Christmas service at Westminster Abbey in London. The foursome walked in together, and Charlotte adorably held her father's hand. She kept warm in a burgundy coat, which perfectly matched her mom's maroon look, and her dad's tie. Kate put her hand on George's back as they walked. The young future king looked excited for the service, smiling wide as they all entered the church. While 4-year-old Prince Louis was not in attendance, many members of the royal family were. King Charles and Queen Camilla joined in, as did Princess Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mappelli-Mozzi, Princess Eugenie and her husband, Jack Brooksbank, Sophie, Countess of Wessex, and Zara and Mike Tyndall. Kate's sister, Pippa Middleton, and their parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, were there too. The service will air on ITV on Christmas Eve. Royal Carols Together at Christmas was started by Kate last year, and it's now an annual tradition. This year's service coincided with the release of Volume 2 of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan. The last 3 episodes chronicled the couple's wedding, through their eventual step back from senior royal duties, and their life now. William and Kate were mentioned during the series, and notably, in Volume 2, Harry discussed the wedge between him and his brother that grew over his and Meghan's choice to take that step back from royal duties, at one point claiming William shouted at him during a family meeting about their decision. The royal family has not publicly commented on Harry and Meghan's docuseries. In Volume 1 of the doc, which dropped last week, Meghan recalled her first meeting with Kate and William. DailyMail.com's Charlie Langston previously gave Access Hollywood her reaction to that moment in the doc.
Meghan telling this story about her first meeting with William and Kate, she's talking about herself being barefoot and in a, ripped outfit and being a hugger. And the image that she paints of William and Kate is very much of a kind of, stone figure who can't show any emotion. And I think that that's very interesting, particularly because when you marry that with a lot of the imagery that is used of William and Kate in the documentary, it again repeats that image of them being very stony-faced and, not very kind of warm and friendly. And I think anyone who's seen them interacting in real life or seen them interacting on TV knows that that is not the case. I think it's very much a kind of indication of cultural differences between, an easygoing California girl and 2 members of the British aristocracy who have been trained for years upon years to be very polite and, very structured. I don't think that Meghan necessarily understood those cultural differences when she first started dating Harry. I think that her first meeting with William and Kate was not an indication that the royal family is cold-hearted and, can't show emotion. I think, historically, the British aristocracy is famously, kind of anti-physical affection. It's just not something that people do. At best, you'll get a mwah-mwah on the cheek. A lot of people who grow up in that kind of environment aren't big huggers. They aren't warm and fuzzy. And I think that the way that it was portrayed in the Netflix documentary cast William and Kate in a very cold light, when I think that actually, as someone who is from the UK and who has, been around those kinds of people, I don't think that that is the case. I think it is just, a very different take on life and a very different take on what it means to be polite and welcoming.